Hey Nate, how are you?
I don't believe that's any of your business, and I appreciate you stay out of my personal affairs. Gwen, I am doing just fine. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm actually visiting a friend of ours who's actually going to be on the show, so it's
Oh,
it's nice.
sweet,
Yeah.
sweet. Where are you at?
Wisconsin.
Is it Bill?
No, I'm actually visiting Christina this week.
Ah, I should have known that. I should have known, but I didn't ask before. Look, I don't ask stuff in the pre-show. It's not my business. I just assume it was Bill, because most people go to Wisconsin to visit Bill. Let's be honest.
Well, I did. I came to visit Bill. I came to visit Christina, and of course, I spent some time up on the reservation. But yeah, she's going to take me to the airport on Friday, and it's been a quick. Honestly, it's went by really fast, so it's great. I love it
I
up here.
love it. I love it. So it's another Wednesday, another episode of the Paranormal Unveiled podcast. And tonight we have a great guest. We have a psychic, author, and not to mention, like, this chick dabbles in a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, it's mind blowing to me. And with my analytical mindset, I have a hard time processing the amount of things that she dabbles in.
Oh,
But
it's a lot.
it's going to be a great show. And so without further ado, welcome to the Paranormal Unveiled family, Kristina Bloom.
Hey, thanks.
Hey.
Welcome. Thank you for welcoming me. I'm used to being the one welcoming people, right?
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. It is. How you doing, Nate?
I'm not doing bad. Thomas, how you doing? I see you down
Hey,
there. I'm not doing
Thomas.
bad.
Thomas?
Let me tell you, for the first several episodes of my show, I understand how weird it is to introduce people because I'm used to being introduced. Because
Right.
I've been on over 150 podcasts, and that's still growing. I'm booked for I think 17 next year already.
Wow.
So it's. I understand how weird it is when you have your own show.
Yeah.
Because you kind of want to take that control and start asking the questions, but you really can't do that.
I know, right? So I have to sit back and act like I'm the guest now.
You
But
are
you
the
do.
guest.
You are the guest, and this is your show. I'm just the dude asking questions. That's the way this is going to work. But
Awesome.
but also, if you ever if you want to interject and just add in like side notes or whatever, you are more than welcome to do so. I mean,
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I respect the fact that you have the show. I respect your work. So we're just going to kind of go on, and I want to start off the show by asking you for people out there who do not know who Kristina Bloom is. Like, how did you get involved in the paranormal to begin with? And what exactly do you do?
Well, I was kind of born into it. I was born with paranormal abilities. I had, hey, Sal. Sorry, Sal's a good friend of mine. I
Sal,
just want to say hi. So
I
I was,
believe I met Sal at Broadhead with Jamie
yes,
Yes.
Count.
yes, yeah, that's where I met Sal actually. So,
So I wasn't mistaken on that.
nope, nope, you were
I'll
not
chalk it up as
mistaken
a
on
win.
that. Yeah, I'm a psychic medium. I was born that way. It started with prophetic dreams as a small child, and has just kind of grown from there. I've been a professional psychic for 25 years, going on 26 this year. January 1st, actually, I thought I'd kick off a new year 26 years ago, and start a business. So that's when I started doing it professionally. But I have been psychic my whole life, and what do? I do psychic fairs. I do paracons. I speak. I travel a lot. I do a lot of fun stuff.
You
Nice.
put
And
up
go.
with me.
What was that?
You put up with me. That's a big deal.
I
You
mean,
are
that is
so easy
that
to
is
put
a
up with.
that's a job all on its own.
Oh, actually, Nate, the one that you should feel bad for is my husband because he's got two of us.
Yes. He
He's
does.
sweet.
But going into the chat, actually, just because I saw the comment, Sal, I'm booking for my podcast next year. I'd love to have you
Hey,
come on as a
Brandon.
guest if you're interested.
Awesome. Hey,
So,
Brandon.
Hey,
Hey,
Brandon.
Morgan.
Hey,
Nicole. Hi.
Morgan. Yeah,
hey Morgan,
everybody. Wow.
I want to throw that out to Sal. If he sees it and wants to, dude, send me a DM. I'd love to book you for next year. I enjoyed meeting you and I thought it was a great interaction.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool.
so I have noticed throughout my little research here, and I just want to make sure that I am corrected and have the correct information. Okay, so you call yourself a paramystic, or is the paramystic the name of your podcast?
It's mainly the name of the podcast. So it's
Okay,
paranormal and mystical.
okay. Because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, what in the hell is a paramystic? I have never heard that term in my fucking life.
Yeah, let me turn this on real quick
Yeah.
here, by the way. Yep, there
Yeah,
it is.
disclaimers. There we go.
There it is.
Oh, we don't
Yeah,
need those. We're okay.
it's all good. It's all good. Yeah,
Nicole, I've not
paramystic
forgotten
is
about you.
it's just it's a word that I came up with for a show, basically to do
Okay.
a show, and so it's um, where the paranormic meets the mystical is where it came up with, and now it's kind of sort of sticking as my name. So Paramystic Kristina is becoming like my thing.
I like it.
That's fair. That's fair. That's why
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, because I was sitting there and I was sitting there and I was racking my brain, and I'm like, I have never heard of anyone refer to themselves a paramystic. What the fuck is that?
It's something I made up.
I love it. You know what? You gave us a good explanation, and I'm here for it. So I am all
Awesome.
good with that. So throughout going through these events, like I'm sure you've met some amazing people.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm sure that you have done some amazing things. Is there an event that sticks out in your mind that was your most favorite event that you've ever attended?
Hmm. Boy, that's a big question.
Look,
It
for
just
the
seems like
record, do not feel bad about hurting Charles and Thomas's feelings if it wasn't their favorite. If it wasn't your favorite, they'll be okay. They'll recover. I love them to death, but they'll recover.
they will recover. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, everywhere I go, I meet people, right? So when I started out in Wisconsin, moved to the West Coast, was there for a long time, moved back to the Midwest, and now I'm exploring the East Coast. And everywhere I go, I just meet the most amazing people. So
If
I
you
don't
come up
know
to the Northeast coast, you're in my territory. So
that isn't that where I met you? Like, well, I guess
Mhm.
Connecticut's not
Yeah.
Northeast, but
Connecticut
Maine
is
is.
Northeast.
Yeah, Connecticut, Maine. I've been doing some stuff in Pennsylvania. So I am loving exploring the East Coast now. I like to spend time in the Adirondack Mountains. That's where my peace is. That's where my heart's home is, in the mountains. I love that. So yeah, just going through there. I love all of those events out there. I have to say the main Paracon is probably the
Oh, it was
biggest
great.
one I've ever done. That is probably the biggest event I've ever done.
It was one of the, and this is no disrespect to Charles or Thomas or anything.
No.
I have been to a lot of events in my time.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the best and well organized events
Oh, I agree. I
that I have seen.
agree.
And I felt like it was a hit. I think it was great. And I see you down there, Thomas. And look, man, you could be, look, I'll let you be Big Spoon next hotel room, okay?
we love you, Thomas. We're
We love
just
you,
giving
Thomas.
that.
And there was a whole inside joke to that. Thomas knows what it was, but
I'm
I'll let
sure
you be
he
Big
does.
Spoon next time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Can
but
I
no,
just
like,
toss in there something real quick?
yeah.
Gwen has been actually telling people that the reason we got kicked out of the Airbnb is because I got drunk and out of hand.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
I could see it.
I was thinking, thank you, Nate. See, that's why you're my favorite work husband. Yes.
I could see it, but no. I'm pretty sure it's because me and Jimmy Pettitino were outside fucking sucking down cigarettes like they were air.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a great event though. Like
It was.
overall, like Connecticut was amazing, and
I had so much fun there.
I will
Yeah.
still stand firm to my guns of fuck Hartford.
Thanks, Morgan. Thanks for having my back, Morgan.
I will still stand firm to my guns of fuck Hartford. That place sucks. It's a cesspool.
Okay.
And also, Nicole, I saw your comment earlier about being someone's favorite. You know what? I'm someone's favorite. but who the hell knows whose? But but no, like Connecticut was a really fun event. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I thought we had a lot of great guests there.
we did.
Same thing with Salem. Like Salem had great guests as well.
Yes, it was. I
And
liked it very much.
all the speaking events, they went flawlessly. They had great DJs. Like I love Michael Roser. He's an amazing person. And like I feel like every event that we go to, you can learn something different from each event.
Right, exactly.
And it doesn't matter how it's put on. And I have seen events that I have been to where the attendance is so low that the people are like, well, why do we even do this? You did this because you had a vision. And that vision may not have come to fruition for this event.
Right.
But why not do another event? Because now people who went to this event and they attended it, they're going to see the vision and tell other people, hey, next year, if they do this, you need to attend.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not an instantaneous, it's going to happen.
It grows usually. Yeah. Usually it grows.
Does.
I think that when Jeff and Ashley put on the main event, they really put together a great team. And I think that that's what really makes an event. You know, to put on an event of that size, you have to have a team, and you have to have a team that is loyal and willing to work with you every step of the way. And that is exactly what they put together. And it was wonderful.
Yes. And I can tell you that from talking with Jeff and Ashley at one point, I think they far exceeded the amount of attendance they thought they were going to get.
Oh,
yeah, they said it blew up on them.
Yeah.
It blew up on them.
But
so,
you know what, though? That means next year it's going to be all the more epic.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to the Hearst contest.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure Danny Perez is going to win. But I'm looking forward to the Hearst contest.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
I might send Morgan back to the hotel room. I just might sleep in one of the Hearsts.
There you go.
Why not?
Why not?
So every time I have someone on who has abilities, and that's the way I'm going to word it, abilities, I always love to ask them, do you think there's a difference between psychics and mediums? Because there are certain psychics that get upset, and mediums as well, if you refer to them as psychic mediums. So do you think there's a differential between the two, or do they fall under the same umbrella, just in different concepts?
Well, the way that I see it, because I do both, I think that all mediums are psychic, but not all psychics are mediums.
Kenneth Drake said the same thing.
Okay.
So could you elaborate that a little bit for us, though?
Well, there's different ways of being psychic, right? There's different ways that information comes to people. Musicians, it comes through in music. Writers, it can come through in what they write. Painters, artists, that psychic ability, like they see it, right? They see it, and then it forms in the physical. And that's true of writers and musicians as well. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're talking to loved ones who've crossed over, which is what mediumship is. Right? It's talking to spirits who have crossed over. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's what they're doing, but they're getting their information intuitively from somewhere outside of themselves. So it could be spirit guides. It could be, hey, Kimmy. It could be the universe. It could be angels, God, goddess, whatever it is that they happen to believe in. Wherever that inspiration comes from doesn't necessarily mean it's coming from a human being who has passed on.
Okay, so can I ask you, does every psychic or medium, regardless of how you choose to identify yourself, do they have the ability to remove spiritual attachments or bring in specific spirits that people want to communicate with, or is that a sect specific thing?
Okay, so I'm going to address bringing in spirits. Okay, so let's say you come to me and you want to talk to your great-grandfather for some reason. I can invite him to come and speak with you,
but he won't do it if he doesn't want to.
Whether or not he shows up. Does that make sense? Like,
Yep.
I can invite, but it's not up to me whether or not they come through. That's up to
Right.
them.
If they want to, they will.
Right. And if they don't want to, or, I mean, honestly, I've had, spirits say, I'm sorry, I can't, I'm busy. Okay.
So
We'll be busy.
during your time of doing readings and such, have you ever had an unwanted spirit come through? Like someone that a spirit that someone did not want to communicate with?
I have. I've had people who've had like their abusers have come through and they don't want to speak to them. So I just tell that spirit, nope, not going to happen. It's not going, they don't want to talk to you. So I'm not going to talk to you. So yeah. And you said something about what was the first part of the question? Helping them move on?
Yeah.
Is that part of the question? Okay.
It was part.
Okay. I can't make another one move on, a spirit move on, but I can invite them. I can offer them ways to move on. An example will be the easiest way to do it. Okay. Years ago, someone had asked me to come and deal with something that they had in their backyard. They had a 7-year-old child at the time who every time he went out and played on this play structure that they put up, he would get just outrageously angry, just unreasonably angry. And they asked me to come and figure out why, because anything else he did in the yard, he was fine. He could go kick his soccer ball around. He could play basketball. He could do whatever, and he wouldn't get upset. But when he played on this play yard, he would get upset. So when I went there, I just asked my spirit guides to show me what is it that's upsetting about this play structure. And it wasn't the structure, it was where it was located.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of centuries earlier, there was a violent crime committed in that exact spot. I was, and it was a young boy. He was probably 10 or 12. The spirit was probably 10 or 12 when he passed. And he had provoked someone into murdering him because he didn't want to go back home to his violent home. Right. So he provoked like the town drunk into it. And what happened was that they got stuck in this loop, and it was a residual haunting where they just kept replaying it over and over and over again. And I somehow managed I asked for help. I don't try to do this myself. I don't try to step into something like that because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want my spirit getting hurt. So
Correct.
I asked my spirit guides, who can I come and break up this fight? So Christ came and broke up the fight. Like Christ just stepped in the middle and said, enough, it's done. And they kind of went their separate ways. I asked the little boy, who do you want to come and get you? Who's a safe person for you? And he asked for his grandmother. So I called his grandmother. She came, she got him. They went off to the light. Then I turned to this poor guy who was stuck in this thing, had no intention of that ever happening. He was just all of a sudden sitting there and just going, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. Just over and over. And Christ was already there. He said, it's okay. Welcome into the kingdom. And so Christ took this poor man who had been stuck in his spirit, stuck in this thing for a couple of centuries, and took him off to the light. So after that, no more problems with the play structure.
Interesting.
I have a question from one of the viewers. Barb.
I was just about to ask you to pull that question back up.
Yeah.
You read my mind.
Can you see it, Kristina?
I do. Yeah. Hi, Barb. Do I always connect to my client? Yes. I always make a point of, if I'm doing a reading for you, I will connect my heart center to your heart center. When we're done, I pull my energy back so that we don't continue on together. But for the course of the reading, it just makes it easier to get information for you if I do that.
Good, great answer. Good question, Barb, as well. And I appreciate you for joining in the chat and asking a question. For the record, anyone out there watching this, if you want to ask a question, ask a question. We will get to it if we can. I promise we will. I love chat interaction. That is one of the main things that I love about doing my show. So going off of that, it doesn't really tie into it, but it kind of does, because there's so many people out there that believe in, tarot card readings or oracle card readings.
Right.
I used to read tarot.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I don't have abilities, so I feel like the readings that I was doing, I shouldn't say word, that's fucking really improper grammar. But the readings that I was doing, I feel like they were not great, because I don't have necessarily the ability to be able to interpret the cards. So do you do tarot readings? And
I do.
And could you explain to us exactly how tarot readings work? Because there's so many different cards, and if they're inverse or upright, it makes all the difference when you're doing a reading.
Well, it does for some people. Some people don't read them differently because they come in upside down or inverse, as you said. Some people don't read them that way. Honestly, for me, I connect into the person just like I would if I was doing mediumship or any other kind of reading. So when I connect in with the person, they want to do a tarot reading. What I do, and I know that not everyone does this, everybody does it differently. I'm going to put that up front too. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. That's
okay.
Too. My way of doing it is the cards that I bring to a reading or to a fair, I cleanse them in between every single reading, but I will literally hand you the cards and say, shuffle them, put your energy in there, think about your question, tell the cards what you want to know, get your energy in there. The only thing that I ask people not to do, and it's not because I'm superstitious, I just really don't want my cards bent up, is to not do that bridge thing.
The bridge.
Yeah. I ask people not to do that. I don't want
You want the hand shuffle.
The hand shuffle is fine. I've had people put them on the table and just mix them around and then put them all back in a pile, whatever. Just don't bend up my cards. That's all I'm asking.
And yes, for the viewers out there, I realized how dirty my hand shuffle thing looked. I know how it looked, but that was not the case of what was going on, okay? But no, I understand that, because I have 2 tarot decks here. I don't read tarot anymore because, like I said, I suck at it. But I never liked people bending my cards.
Yeah,
I didn't like it, and so I get that. But you're 100% right on handing them the card stack and saying, "Hey, I need you to do this," so you can imprint your energy onto the stack.
Yeah, and some people won't do that. Yeah, some people don't want other people ever touching their cards, and that's fine. I have no judgment about it. We all do things differently. So,
I actually have met a few people like that, where they're like, "No, I don't want the clients to touch my card," and I'm like, "Okay, then you're not." And this may be controversial, but you're not technically reading the cards. Then you're reading the person.
Well, I'm reading the person anyway. The cards could be clues. Yeah,
the cards could be.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm not good at tarot, so I could learn something from you when it comes to that.
Right. Well, we all learn from each other. As far as doing a reading with tarot cards or with any other kinds, I have soul cards too that I really love to read with. But for me, it's, hey, Gail.
Thank you.
It's a matter of the cards give me clues, but it's also about, it gives the person something to look at. And so, it's another way for people to connect. So they're listening to me, they're hearing the reading, they're feeling the energy, and then they're seeing a visual. And it all kind of helps bring it all together. When I have tried to do tarot readings and not connecting, it's not a good reading. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa, thank you for joining in. Nicole Gaspard had a pretty good question there, Gwen, if you pull that back up.
There you go. What are your thoughts on Ouija board?
It's another tool. My problem with Ouija boards is that they've been sold at toy stores. Ages 8 and up. I have a problem with that because nowhere in the instructions does it say how to set a safe space. Nowhere in those instructions does it say set your parameters, don't just open the door to everything,
Right.
open the door to the highest order of love and light, open the door to, a certain frequency of spirit. You don't want to just open the door to everything,
Right.
because that will literally invite in everything. So,
Correct.
yeah, that's my feeling on Ouija boards. I don't think that they're inherently evil. I think that people don't know how to use them properly. And
Exactly.
because they don't know how to use them properly, hinky things happen.
So I concur with you 150% on that. I do not think they are inherently evil. I think what the mainstream media has pushed on us as far as content and movies,
Right. Exactly.
people think they are inherently evil. They're not. These
No.
divination tools have been around for over, 600 years.
Right.
And
Right.
not every person who has ever used one came down with a demonic attachment.
Right.
I've got one right here. Actually, you can't see it right now. That was made by Danny and Lauren Perez out of coffin wood. It was specially made for my podcast. And
I got one that you guys gave me for the network in
yeah,
Connecticut.
Yes. Yes.
The thing is though, as I've never used it, and I do not keep the planchette with the board. The planchette is kept separate. You always do that. Especially if you use it, you close the circle, you keep the planchette separate. And that's where a lot of people make their mistakes, is because they close the circle, they say goodbye, thing goes good to goodbye, and then you put it back in the box, and you set your planchette back on the board. Guess what?
Right.
You're reopening that line of communication and you don't even know.
Right. Right. I would also like to say that Ouija is a brand name.
It is.
It's a brand name for talking boards. It is not the type of board that it is. But because that's the brand name that we in the United States are used to seeing, we consider it a thing. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. It's a talking board. They've been used in Celtic and shamanic, or maybe not shamanic, but pagan societies.
They were using shamanic.
Yeah. Maybe some shamanic too. Yeah. It's very different. And they didn't always look like that, right?
No.
Exactly.
Depending on which part of the world that they came from, which culture they came from, there's all different kinds of ways to with a round planchette. Oh, okay, yeah. Nicole said she has one from the UK with a round planchette.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, like when I went to the Talking Witchboard Museum with Salem, with a Morgan Caldwell this summer, or fall technically, I saw so many different examples of a Ouija board that I have never seen before, and I'm like, I knew it was widespread, but I did not realize how many different boards and aspects there are.
Oh, absolutely. Have you seen the ones that have symbols that are not letters?
Yes.
Yeah, those are really cool.
That is insane to me.
Yeah.
You know, one of them, at least some of them have the runes on it. Kristina, have you seen those that have the runes?
Have.
Like I have the runes.
One.
Like my dice have runes on them. So
okay, cool.
I like that.
Runes wouldn't bother me. I know how to read Tybin, so runes wouldn't bother me.
Right.
But I can tell you that when I went to that museum, I'm like, I thought it was as simple as a yes and no and a bunch of letters.
Right.
No.
No.
It is not.
It is definitely not.
And I also now know how to make a homemade Ouija board out of a glass cup that I can just kind of do my thing. I have 2 Ouija boards that are at my ex's house. She doesn't know, so don't tell her. That were given to me by clients that are currently in the storage shed out front that they claim to be haunted.
Okay.
I can tell you that one of them I think is complete BS. I took the board. I experienced nothing. Second one, I brought it in the house, and maybe 45 minutes later, we had an electrical malfunction, and the electricity shut off, and then the water stopped working.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say it was attached to the board, but I'm gonna say it was a coincidental experience.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. I mean, you can't prove it was attached to anything, so
I can't.
Yeah.
But I've left it on that property, and she's not experienced anything since. So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I can chalk that up to a didn't happen.
Right.
But I do need to go and collect those though, because I do want those. Anyways, so you started a program called Intuitive You.
Yes.
Can we please speak more about that?
Absolutely. Intuitive You is a psychic and personal development program. I have the first level book written and published. I'm working on levels 2 and 3 publishing it, but I've been teaching all 3 since 2007, I think. So it is, I'm a Virgo. I'm the Virgo from hell. I've got 5 or 6 houses in Virgo in my chart. So I have all of these different, my brain works in bullet points, right? I'm not about fluff. I'm not about going into depth on a whole bunch of stuff, because I will go into depth. Hi, Kristen. I will go into depth when I'm teaching, but I taught from bullet points for years. So I finally put it into a book. And that the book is available from my website. It's available on Amazon. It's about $10. It's not an expensive book, but it is a very clear, here are the clairs. Here are the different ways of receiving information. Here's the different, there's the cover of it,
Yeah,
right there.
so that would be the book Intuitive You, Psychic and Personal Development.
Yes. Yes. That's level 1.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Yeah, I'm getting.
You just post, Gwen.
I was trying to take that down so everybody could see your book.
Was it spam?
No, it wasn't spam. It was me.
It wasn't one of those weird like porn links, was it?
No, you so crazy. No.
So that is
what she has to deal with every week.
I know.
Nah.
I get it. Gwen is great. She's the most conscientious house guest I think I've ever had. But the program is really, it's a step-by-step. This is how you recognize what your abilities are, based on the thought that everyone has abilities of some kind, right? So in the book, I go through different ways of recognizing what your abilities are. And that's one of the key aspects of that level 1, is really recognizing how you experience what your abilities are. So we go through clairvoyance, which is clear vision. Clairaudience is clear. Is it clear smelling? Yeah, clear smelling. Mm-hmm. Clairaudience is clear hearing. Clairsentience is clear feeling. I'm just going to, hi, Raven. I'm just going to address that one real quick, because that's kind of the most common kind, is you get a feeling, right? Everybody has had like a gut feeling, or maybe goosebumps or something like that, right? So that is the most common kind.
Hey, Raven.
Unfortunately, clairsentience is not the clearest form, because you get the feeling, but what does it mean? Sure. So then you have to figure out ways of well, I feel like something is here, but what is it? So it's the most common, but it's not the clearest. There's claircognizance, where stuff just pops into your head and you're like, wow, where'd that come from? Where an idea
that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, that's claircognizance, and it's a psychic ability. So
it's not.
It's not.
I don't believe in psychic abilities. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I do. In my world,
me and Morgan have this argument all the time.
She's talented, by the way, very talented.
She is. She's very talented.
I know. When I met her,
I'm not going to lie to you. She has made me believe that psychic exists, but I don't believe I have abilities. So therefore, I'm just going to go with what I said, that I don't have abilities.
All right. We're going to go with intuition then, because you do have intuition.
Yes.
You get gut feelings. You get goosebumps. You get those.
I do.
We're going to call that intuition then. Okay.
I'm just stubborn and hard-headed.
Well, that could be.
Oh, yes. Yes.
No, she'll agree with me.
Yes.
She will.
I'm sure she will. But the book goes through all of those. And then there's also, there's practice exercises that are in the book. There's ways that you read through. You can feel someone looking at you. Yeah, definitely. I get that one a lot. Gwen has even noticed like the spirits in my home. And I live in a condo complex in a fairly new neighborhood. So Yeah.
What do you
Oh,
mean, Blake?
there's
We're
more
making you
than
blush
one
with the
here.
compliments. I mean, if you're good at what you do, you're good at what you do. It's a
Right.
fact.
She is.
Right.
Let's see.
Exactly.
I can tell what people are thinking often. Yeah, me too,
Yeah.
Christine. And it kind of sucks. I agree.
Well, I hope no one ever realizes what I'm thinking, because let me tell you, if they do, they're going to need fucking therapy.
Yeah, that's why I need therapy.
I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like I need therapy half the time. So, I mean, Gwen, I can only imagine what you feel.
So that is my program, Intuitive You. I teach it either in like a 5 or 6 week program once a week for a few hours, for a couple of hours, or like a whole weekend thing, either online or at a retreat.
So can we talk about the book?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
That's
Oh,
the
then we'll
book.
talk about the website program.
Oh, it is the book. It is the book is and the program are the same thing. The book is the textbook for the program.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
I get it now.
basically the textbook.
No, I
workbook.
get it now. I get
Yeah.
it now. So, one of the courses listed throughout the website is soul retrieval.
Yes.
That intrigues me so much.
Yes.
Like, what is soul retrieval and how does that work?
Okay, well, let's go on the premise that every time that we have a traumatic experience, part of our soul kind of fractures, right? It just sort of like, how do I explain? Okay, like let's say you have a car accident and
Traumatic event. Yep.
yeah, some sort of a traumatic event. Well, part of yourself is still trying to process that event, but the rest of you goes on with your life, right? You go back to work, you go back to living your life the way you do, but there's still a part of you that's processing. And sometimes that part can be like over here somewhere dealing with that, and the rest of you is going on. And eventually you need to bring that part back. It happens a lot with childhood traumatic things, where something traumatic happens in childhood and you can tell that part of you is still stuck there because you think about it a lot or you talk about it a lot. So part of you is still stuck in whatever that traumatic event is. I do also want to say that there are positive ways that it happens as well. Like when you go on vacation and you come back from vacation and you feel like you need a vacation from your vacation because you're not all there, you're not all back, you don't feel rested and relaxed because part of you stayed there. I had someone come to me one time who was like, I've been back from vacation for 3 weeks and I just can't get my head together. I can't keep a thought in my head. I'm tired. I'm spacey. And so I went and checked, and part of that person's soul was still sitting on a beach looking at the ocean. Now, we live in Wisconsin.
I don't blame them.
What was that?
I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't blame them either. But she couldn't function. She couldn't function without bringing that part back because there was so much of her left there. So I had to bring that part back. And for me, it's like walking up to somebody on the beach, tapping them on the shoulder and saying, hey, time to go home. Let's go.
And that part of my soul would go, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm staying on the beach.
Sometimes it is an argument. Yeah. Sometimes it's an argument. Yeah.
You would have no argument for me because I fucking hate the beach.
Well, me too, but I don't hate the beach, but I'd rather be in the mountains. So
I love the beach, the mountains, but I tell you, I do love the snow up here. I'm crazy. I know.
No one likes the snow, Gwen. What is wrong with you?
I love the snow.
I'm a mess.
You're both delusional.
We went out walking in the snow last night. Did you see the pictures?
Last night for like an hour.
Were y'all holding hands and skipping as well?
Oh no, there was ice out there. There was no skipping on ice.
Yeah, no. You're both delusional. Snow and ice sucks.
Well, I'll tell you this. You remember I fell like months ago and hurt myself, and
and there was no snow then. I'm just
and there was no snow. This was during my walkabout, and hurt my knee, and
So with no snow, you slipped and fell.
I fell in the bathroom. I fell in the bathroom.
Once again.
I did, and I hurt my knee. But here's the thing. I just realized after watching, because, I'm always in the background of the podcast, whether I'm on the camera or not, I'm always in the background listening. And I was
Right.
Why not?
listening to Kristina, and I can't remember who else it was that was talking about it at the same time. But I realized that I think part of my soul is there, because that's why I have just been off ever since I hurt my knee. I have
Part
been
of
a
your
little
soul
bit
is
off
where?
in the place where I hurt my knee. I
How
don't
would,
know why
how
it
would that
split.
physically work? Like metaphysically, how would that work?
We
That's
just
the
leave
woman.
pieces of ourselves all the time. I mean, I don't know how to explain that, but it's, we do leave pieces of ourselves in different places. And you can tell by if you're having ruminating thoughts, or if you're feeling like you can't move forward in some way after some sort of an event. A lot of that's the way childhood trauma works a lot, is that you experience a trauma in childhood and you have trouble moving past certain things in your adulthood because part of you can't move past whatever fear that created or whatever that kind of thing created. So if you're looking at things like that, like I don't know, there are some people who are afraid of traveling or of flying. Well, maybe they saw something, even it didn't even have to be a personal experience. Maybe they saw something about a horrific plane crash when they were young and impressionable, and it created a fear for them because part of them is still stuck in that flying is dangerous thing. Well, I mean, everything's dangerous, but you know what I mean? Like everything can be dangerous.
Everything can be dangerous. It's just a
Yes.
matter of timing, and if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Well, exactly. But if somebody gets stuck in that and they can't move forward from it, but they want to, let's say, go to Europe, how are they going to get on a plane and go to Europe if they can't get past the fear of flying? I mean, they could take a boat, but they were going to need a whole lot more vacation time.
You ain't lying. Okay. I see
I-
that. Oh,
I
she
just
sees
don't-
that with the youth at work all the time.
Yes.
Sorry.
I
It
just
took
don't
me-
want to get stuck in an elevator.
Well, I agree with you. I don't want to either, but is there a trauma attached to that?
No,
Can be.
none whatsoever.
Now, it
there's
can be a little bit. Like, people that are really afraid of it are really afraid of small spaces for a reason and on it. And sometimes it happens because of
I mean,
childhood.
maybe it could be a past life thing. I don't know. 'Cause
It
I
could
know
be
you
a
deal with
past life thing too, yeah.
You deal with past life things and stuff as well.
I do.
Yes. So it could be a past life thing, but I know I don't like elevators. I don't like lawn gnomes. Fuck lawn gnomes.
Okay.
I will punt those bastards as far as I can fucking kick them.
That's what you're getting for Christmas, by the way.
You know what, Gwen? And I mean this, and I'm saying this on live. I will kill you.
Okay.
I'm joking. I won't kill you, but I will hurt you.
I think I have a lawn gnome here somewhere.
I will hurt you emotionally. I cannot hurt
there
you
she is.
physically because that's an assault charge.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, I would not. You know what? I would jokingly do something, but it wouldn't be like.
my sister does it every year, and I tell her every fucking year to stop doing that.
Thomas is a great Thomas.
Hey, Thomas, I got a present for you. Hang on, let me dig in my pocket here.
Uh-oh, yeah, that's why I have that.
There are a lot of people, like Kimmy brought up, gnomes and clowns freak me out. There are a lot of people with issues with clowns.
Yeah, chlorophobia is very popular. It's very common.
Yeah. I can't say I'm afraid of them, but I do wonder, like, what are you thinking putting that on your face? Irrational fear of sloths. Yeah. That's a new one.
That's what I've never heard before.
I get it, though. Let's see. Right, here we go. Okay. I'm flipping out the whole thing. Okay, here we go. I hopped out for a second. There we go.
Sorry if it was mentioned, but does soul retrieval work similar to shadow work? Yes. Shadow work and soul retrieval can often go hand in hand. Al, I don't like clowns either. I'm there with you. I just don't get it. I don't get clowns.
I don't mind clowns. My brother
I
hates
don't like
clowns,
them.
so I like them. Matter of fact, there was one time we were in Alabama. I tripped my brother and told him we were going to the mall, and I took his ass to a circus.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, see, she's we call her Curie. If I say this wrong, Kristen, it's Curie. Curie. I met her at she was at Salem. She was not far
Okay.
from you. So yeah, that's cool. Here we go. Heights, widths.
Yep,
Oh my goodness,
that's
you're so
my
crazy.
second fear. Law, gnomes, and heights. That's the only 2 fears I have.
Actually, I have read that fear of heights is something we're born with. Every human is born with them.
That's interesting.
I've also heard some theories, that the fear of heights comes from a past death from falling from a high place.
That could be it too.
And if you go into past life regression, that would make sense.
Right.
But for me, I'm not sure what I believe about past life regression because, well, it took months for Morgan to convince me she was a psychic, and I know she is now, but it took a lot. So I don't know. I'm running into an impasse here because I have a few different questions I want to ask. I'm not exactly sure which direction I want to go.
Go with the first one that comes to your head.
It doesn't work that way with me.
Oh, Lisa has I have that fear as well, being trapped or unable to leave any situation.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who does like that?
Nobody likes it, but there are some people where it's like it's terrorizing for me. Like I went to look at an apartment and it had a small kitchen that you'd only had one exit and entrance. Nope. Nope. Not doing it.
That would be horrible.
Yeah. So we touched on the first book.
Yes.
Tell us about your second book.
Oh, Wisdom for the Age of Ascension.
Yes.
So that book is, by the way, that is my handsome son on the cover there. That book is channeled messages from universal intelligence. So each page is its own message. It's not like reading a story or even a nonfiction as far as connecting. Each individual page is like a daily meditation kind of book.
Okay.
Yeah. So each page has its own message, and it's so that the way that a lot of people use it is that they just kind of randomly open up to a page, read the message, and then have it their focus for the day.
So in a way, it's kind of like the random daily horoscopes you can get.
Well, kind of, except that they're not predictive. They're just
they're not
something
predictive.
to meditate
I'm using it as as I can say, a correlated aspect.
Yes.
I like that. I like that.
It's just a paragraph or two, and then it gives you something to think about, meditate on, focus on, whatever for the day. That was interesting. What was that all about?
No, I'm checking the time. I can't see it from where I'm sitting at.
Well, I knew he was, so I want to say a couple things about Kristina. People don't know. Now, she has a podcast on the network. She has a podcast. I was
going to bring up the podcast. That's why I said, mind your business, Gwen.
Well, hey, I'm the co-host, so
Yeah, you have your full right. Go ahead.
Yeah, but she's got 2 books,
I'll sit over
of
here
course.
And pout.
Yep, you pout. She's got 2 books that you've seen. She's got her podcast. This is her little.
That's my logo.
That's her logo. Also, that's kind of for her show. And also, I don't know if we can talk about this yet, but
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
We can. Okay, so
Jamie
let's talk about it.
Okay, there it is.
It is.
She has a show that's been filmed, but it has not found a home yet.
Yes.
But Kristina, tell us about it because I'll spoil the whole thing because I'm excited.
So I went to England in May, going to the Crypticon UK. And my friend, who is also a co-host on my show, I'm a co-host on his show. He lives in England. And we met up and we, in 1 week's time, filmed 10 episodes, fully produced half-hour episodes of a paranormal TV show. All of it done during daylight and all of it 100% mediumship. So it's that we didn't have spirit boxes and REM pods and all of that. It was just us going around to different towns in England, and each town or city is its own episode. So We traveled around and we did that, and it was pretty amazing. I have to tell you, it was just an adventure of a lifetime for me. And we have all 10 episodes ready to go. We're looking for a home for it.
Nice.
So
See, I'm so proud as her friend. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I have only
That's
seen
awesome.
a snippet. Yep.
she got to see snippets because she was in my home with my computer. I have not shared the links with anyone who we haven't been trying to work with. So
there's so many people out there in the paranormal that have the misconception that you have to go out after dark to capture evidence of the paranormal.
Mm-mm.
You don't.
You don't.
The paranormal
Absolutely
happens when the paranormal wants to happen.
Yes.
It could be broad daylight, and you could catch a more clear Class A EVP than you would ever catch in an abandoned location.
Exactly.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
I feel like that kind of works with an aspect, and maybe I'm just fucking delusional, which is very possible. Ask my girlfriend; she'll tell you. That it kind of works hand in hand with mediumship as well as far as mediumship works, because people think that mediums only pick up on things at certain times.
Yeah, that's not true. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, absolutely. We literally started out at like 4 a.m., and we would drive to our next location, which was about 2 hours, and we would start filming at like 6 a.m. and start talking to spirits. And I just want to share this because I thought it was so interesting. Like, we would go to a building that was a stone building, but maybe those stones came from the remnants or the remnants of other buildings that had been knocked down or whatever. So all of the different stones have their own energy, but you put them together to create this new building. But I could touch one stone and get one story, and touch another stone and get another story. We did so much psychometry just being able to do that. And I just found that really interesting because the stones would carry their own history with them.
Yeah, because psychometry is a whole different aspect when it comes to the paranormal altogether.
Yes.
You have the ability to place your hands on an object.
Yes.
And then you can feel.
I get images. Sometimes I'll hear something. Yeah. It is interesting. But I was getting like movies playing out in front of me by touching different stones or different buildings it was really amazing.
So I see we've got about 7 minutes left. You can ask Gwen. I'm a fucking time Nazi.
He absolutely is. Time Nazi.
So can I ask you, where can people find this Intuitive You program, and what kind of programs do you offer?
Okay, so Intuitive You is kind of my flagship. It's my biggest program because the first level is like 12 hours of learning, but 12 hours straight is overwhelming as you're learning to tune into energy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All of it is on my website, www.kristinabloom.com. All of it's on my website. My books are on my website. I'm trying to think of what else. I know that I actually haven't looked at my website recently.
What kind of courses do you offer?
I offer soul retrieval, past life reading, remote viewing. I'm doing a remote viewing class coming up here either this month or next month, where you can project your essence somewhere else and see what's going on.
Wouldn't that be tantamount to astral projection?
It is similar to astral projection. I think that the difference is the focus, and typically remote viewing is done on Earth.
Okay.
Where astral projection, you can kind of go anywhere in existence. So remote viewing there's been military aspects of remote viewing where they used remote viewers to
back in the 70s with the whole the men who see goats thing. Yes,
where they have used people with that ability to spy on the enemies and that sort of thing. That's the difference with that. I'm just trying to think. Automatic writing, where you just sit down with a pen and paper and whatever comes through, you write it down. That's sort of getting information that way. What else do? I teach mediumship. I teach mediumship as part of the intuitive view, but I can also teach it separately as a separate class.
Don't forget about this. That is, hold on.
Look, there is a whole list of stuff that she can do.
On my website. Yeah, there's like 20 classes listed. I'm trying to remember
like
all of
20
them.
classes. Like there's a lot of classes.
Yes.
My curiosity, something about spirit and communication with animals.
Oh yeah, basic animal communication. Yes, I teach that as well.
Like, what the fuck is that?
When I communicate with animals, they show me pictures because animals don't typically speak in words.
They don't have a phone.
Right. But they beam me pictures intuitively. Like I see them in my third eye.
With you. I just don't get it though. Like the communication with animals things though. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, everything else on your site, I am 100% for. That one, it puzzles me.
Okay. Why does it puzzle you?
Because I just don't see how someone could communicate with animals, just like Rob Goutreau claims to be able to be a psychic to animals. I just don't believe it can happen.
Maybe because you haven't experienced it.
Or maybe I'm just too hard-headed.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, he's a skeptic. He's always
a skeptic. I invite skepticism because I think skepticism to a point is healthy.
Yeah, I am not discrediting it whatsoever that it could not happen. Right. I'm just saying, like, for me, like, what am I going to say? I'm going to talk to my dog and say, hey, do you want food? And it's going to say yes. Like, what's the point?
Well, okay, let me just explain to you why I'll just do it really quick because I know we're running real short on time. But like, if someone has an animal that is all of a sudden behaving differently and they want to know why, they will talk to an animal communicator, and that animal communicator can communicate with the animal. And if you're empathic, you can pick up like a stomach ache, or you can pick up like my throat hurts or my teeth hurt or whatever, so that the animal can, and some people just need that.
For me, I'm just, you know what, for the sake of the show, I'm just going to stop.
Yeah.
It does go way deeper than that, Kristen. I completely agree.
No, it does. It does. But for me, like, me and Morgan have had multiple arguments on this because of the way that my mindset works compared to how the paranormal works.
Right.
And my mindset here is, I don't care what the animal is telling you. I want physical aspects. Like, I want to see documentation that I don't care if their stomach hurts. If their stomach hurts, I want to know the physical data as to why.
Yeah, well, that can happen too. That's why Kristen said it goes deeper than that, because
it does.
They can tell you, that food is making me sick. They can tell you my teeth hurt and I can't chew the food you're giving me. So
no, it does. And that's why I said, I know that the way that I look at things is not necessarily how other people look at things.
Right. I completely agree. But you're asking questions and I'm answering them. So
no, I love them. I love them. Yeah. I love the answers. And I'm not trying to offend you at all.
Oh, you're not offending me, believe me.
Because are you going to ask her the 3 questions? Because I know.
I will. For me, it's like when I look at things, I want the empirical evidence, not the substantial evidence, if that makes sense.
Right. Usually people will then take their animal to a veterinarian, and 98% of the time it's been right on.
Fair. So at the end of every podcast, I ask my typical guest 3 questions, 2 of which are multi-part.
Okay.
So, first question, everyone who is involved in the paranormal, they have a bucket list location that they have never visited. If price was not an option, where are you going?
There are places in Scotland along the northern coast that I wanted to go. I'm just very drawn there, and I couldn't give you like the name of any particular property. I like that. I really want to go there and do that.
Please tell me it's Lake Loch Ness.
Oh yeah, that's definitely on my list.
So we're going with Lake Loch Ness.
Also Lake Lanier.
Yeah.
We're going with Lake Loch Ness. So we got Lake Loch Ness.
Yes, I would love to go there.
You have one person you can bring with you. They are alive or dead, and they do not have to be involved in the paranormal. Who are you bringing with you, and why?
See, now 3 people popped into my head right away. One is my husband, because he's my husband. Gwen, because we both want to go to Scotland.
So bad.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? To be honest, who doesn't?
And Glenn Bodice, who I did Into the Void with.
All right, well, you're gonna have to break it down to one.
Wow, I don't know if I can do
Questions
that.
here, these are hard
That is a
questions.
hard question, but Glenn and I had already talked about doing season 2 in Scotland.
Then Glenn. That's fine.
Glenn.
And I'll be your PA. So yeah.
All right.
There we go. So you're bringing Gwen.
Glenn.
The guy, Glenn. Yeah.
Why do the name have to sound so familiar?
It does.
Glenn Bodice. He's my co-host on this show. Yeah.
So what piece of equipment, and you can only bring one, nothing else, that you trust, what piece of equipment are you bringing with you? And why?
My intuition. I typically don't use a lot of equipment. I might use maybe a pendulum or divining rods, which to me do the same job. So
that's fair. That's fair. So Gwen, after this podcast, remind me to end in a subnote of yourself cannot be one of these answers.
I'll tell you, if I went, I would pick Kristina as my tool to go.
Thanks. I'm a tool.
Are you saying she's a tool?
Well, yeah.
She just said I'm a tool.
That's a little
She's
rude.
a tool. She's a tool, man. No,
That's
I'm serious. I tell you what, I have been at this woman's house since Friday, and it's been great because she's felt better.
You got more patience than I do.
Yeah, probably.
Her or me?
Yeah, true. But
I want to kick myself out of my own house after 2 days.
Well, she took me to a haunted train. She took me to a retreat on the same
That's
property.
Fair. That's look. All you had to say was haunted train. If you take her to haunted places, it's all warranted, and I'm for it.
Yeah.
Yep. I've seen spirits in her house, like at 2, I think, and then I had another experience.
Maker's Mark does not count as a spirit.
Nope, not here. Not here. No, it's been great. It's been great. I'll be real with you, and she's super talented, guys. She really is, and I'm trying to learn what I can from her also, and she's great.
No, she's awesome.
Kick yourself out of bed. She is. Yeah, Thomas, kick yourself out of bed.
And yeah, I might make my jokes from time to time, but Kristina, I love you.
I love you too. Thank you for having me on.
So do me a favor before we end the show. Plug your stuff. Where can people find you? Where can people go and do your classes? Where can people find you?
Okay, you can find me on multiple multiple social medias. I'm on
your swag.
And my swag, yeah, she just popped up my swag site, Pure Intuitive Magic. It's pure intuitive magic.printify.me. So that is where I have my swag and a bunch of other fun stuff.
That's
my website, KristinaBloom.com. You can find me on Facebook at Kristina L. Bloom Spiritual Advisor, or my group, Kristina Bloom - Your Spiritual Advisor. I'm on TikTok. I think it's Kristina Bloom 7.
I gotta go follow you on there. I don't think I do yet.
Yeah, I have Instagram? I'm on Instagram. I think it's Kristina Bloom SA. I'm just trying to remember for SA for Spiritual Advisor. I'm trying to think of what other networks I'm on. I'm not really sure. YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. ParaMystic podcast on YouTube. ParaMystic podcast with Kristina Bloom is the name of my YouTube channel.
Yep.
So
if you don't remember them all, that's all good, because I'm pretty sure you have your links attached to every single social profile you have.
Yes, I have a link tree with all of it listed.
But that was a great list. But let me tell you, Kristina, thank you so much for coming on and spending an hour with me tonight. Actually, a little bit over an hour.
Yeah, we did go a little over.
That's
It's no
fine.
big
That's
deal,
fine.
Nate. It's no big deal. It's really not. It's okay.
When mind your business, I was talking to the guest. I will hurt you.
Calm down. I know it.
No,
Oh my
this is what makes our show so great. Like this
It
It
is
is.
exactly
And
what
I
makes our
need to
show
I
so
need to
great.
thank Kristina too, because I was chatting with Nate, and he was like, everybody's busy, and I'm like, I'll get you somebody, and Kristina goes, I'll
I
do it.
was so confused what was going on when you sent me the initial message of, do you want us both on the same camera or separate camera? I'm like, what the
He
fuck are
was
you
like,
talking
what?
about?
Okay, but I'm visiting her, and I didn't
Thanks,
think.
Morgan.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Maria. He didn't realize. I don't think, even though
Yeah, I
I
had
said it.
no idea.
Yeah, it kind of went like he didn't get it. Yeah, so.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you talking about? Like, I just want you there. You're my co-host. Why wouldn't I want you on the camera? And she's like, no, do you want separate cameras or the same camera? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I had to spell it out. I am staying with Kristina this week.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Welcome to my tism.
Oh
But
my
That
goodness.
one might
thank
have
you
been influenced from the outside, though. That tism might have been like an outside influence.
Yeah, true. True.
Oh, no, it's just me naturally.
Okay.
It's how I am. But Kristina, thank you so much for coming on and spending an hour with us. If you wouldn't mind hanging back in the background,
Yeah,
I'm sure
absolutely.
Gwen's got a few more ads to run, and I want to ask you a few other questions, and we'll be done.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
No, I
Thank you,
enjoyed it. It was a
Kristina.
great
Yeah, me
conversation.
too.
Thank you.
It was fun.
All right, I'm gonna put you in the back. See you in a minute.
Okay.
So Gwen, what do you think of the conversation?
I love it, and she's so interesting. She's into so many things. She could fill up 5 shows at
No,
least.
like she is into so much stuff, and I couldn't even hit on a quarter of what I wrote down. That's the
Right.
bad thing. So I'm definitely gonna have to have her back on for another show next year.
Absolutely.
But the simple fact of the matter is, I already know I ran over the time. So everybody, that was the Paranormal Unveiled podcast with Nathan Elwell, my co-host Gwen Johns. Please come back and join us next Wednesday, same spooky time, same spooky channel.